Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with your daily energetic check-in. I'm using the Horror Oracle today, and the card that came out is Combination, okay? So the quote, and this is from the movie The Fly. So the quote from the movie says, most people would give anything to be turned into something else, okay? I'm just going to read the quick little snippet in the book because it's great. I mean, I love this deck. I'm not super thrilled about the images, um, but I can appreciate the images. But the meanings of the cards are really, really good. So it says, in our closest relationships, we can sometimes take on each other's habits and quirks, even start to resemble each other without realizing it. This can be for better or for worse. Some take comfort in feeling inseparable in the ultimate union. Others find it a little creepy. Okay, so this card came out in the reverse today. And in the reverse position, it says, be afraid, be very, very afraid. Okay, so I'm going to leave it in the upside down. Now, I don't think that when it says, like, be afraid, be very, very afraid, that like it's physical harm or anything. What I feel like is there is a fear of losing your identity. There's a fear of not knowing where you end and where that other person begins. Okay. So there's someone in your orbit that you have sort of begun to blend with or merge with, or who may be behaving like you, or taking on traits of yours, or you're taking on the traits of somebody else. Okay. And it may be, that's great for a lot of people, especially when we get into relationships, we kind of tend to sort of mimic and mirror the energy back and forth, right? But in the reverse, this is basically saying that you're feeling like something's a little hinky, okay? All right, so let's just unpack this. Let's get into it. This is interesting. Really interesting energy. All right. All right, so I have the Dreaming Way out. I just was drawn to this deck. Ooh, whoa. Whoa, did you see that go flying? Oh, no, you didn't see it go flying. Wow. Okay. Anyway, the energy's swirling. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you helping me grow my channel. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and for viewing. It all helps. It all helps get it out there. So I appreciate it so much. Yeah, and feel free to share with your besties. This seems like a pretty what am I trying to say? It's this pretty specific message today, okay? So this is very, very specific. So it's not going to fit everybody. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. It's not for you, okay? Don't make a problem where there isn't one. But because this really is specific for someone today. All right. Yeah, here we go. Wow, but this deck is sliding all over the place. Okay, 10 of Wands. That's a heavy burden, but it is an ending. Okay? So you've been packing around this heavy, heavy burden. You are strong, though. You are strong. I can't tell. There. I love how her eyes are closed. Quiet contemplation. Right? A great balance of inner and outer world. So whatever this is, the nature of, this, whatever this thing is that isn't working out for you, okay? Oh, here, let me do that. It's a heavy burden, but you are feeling strong. You are feeling strong about it. And you are to keep in mind, okay, keep in mind, don't forget about what you've wished and dreamed for. Is whatever this merging with someone else, is it really what you wished for? Is it really what you dreamed about? I think it's really time to start asking these questions. This card says, be afraid, be very afraid. But it's be afraid of losing yourself in whatever this is, okay? Yeah, this is interesting. This is someone in your orbit that needs to go. This is someone who's confusing you. This is someone who is causing self-doubt, or trying to, because you are in your strength, okay? It really feels like you're aware of this, and I feel like what you need to do is revisit your wishes and your dreams, right? Revisit your wishes and your dreams. Does this person and this situation, does it really align with your wishes and dreams? Because right now, it's a real heavy burden for you, okay? Yeah, you've got to make a decision. You know, the great thing about the Ten of Wands, I say the great thing, is a heavy burden. I mean, I'm so hungry right now. They look like breadsticks. Anyway, you have to make a decision. It's a heavy burden. You know that you have to make this decision. Because, but the thing, I'm sorry, the thing I was going to say about the Ten of Wands is it doesn't get any worse than this. Like, this is an ending to this burden. So even with the Two of Swords and making a decision, it feels like you have made a decision, or you're about to. Yeah, this is just an energy around you that's got to go. It's causing the lines of you to blur. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is in your energy. Yeah, this is definitely an attachment. This is definitely something that you need to get rid of. Now, I keep saying it's a person. It might be an addiction. It might be a habit. Right? It kind of feels like a person, but maybe it's both. Right? Maybe you have a bestie, you know, that there's some sort of extracurricular that you do that isn't good for either of you, you know. I don't know. It does. It feels like a person, and a person can be an addiction. You can be addicted to someone. Okay. But it still feels like you know. You know the situation. You know what you're doing. Sometimes it's easier just to stay with the familiar than to actually step away and realize who you are, because your line is blurring. The line of you is blurring. You're like morphing in to this other person. Okay? Yeah, this is important for you to stop whatever this is, to let this person go, to let this situation go, to understand that if you're doubting, yeah. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So keep in mind, this is what you wanted. This was your wish and your dream. Okay. This was your wish and dream. This is maybe who you wished and dreamed about. It's the Queen of Pentacles, right? Luxury, material, and financial abundance, stability. Your foundation is strong. Did I say luxury already? It's a beautiful, beautiful card. This is part of your wishes and your dreams. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, can be a male, but this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. This is what you have, is an attachment to something that's not good for you. Okay? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Keep in mind that you had a wish and a dream. You know, for an alignment with someone. But it feels like this reading, you're really losing yourself. Don't lose yourself, because you are beautiful, and you are, don't lose your deep unique, okay? Oh, oh my goodness sakes, you guys, this is the nature of whatever this is, this relationship, this person, this energy that's around you, that you are so attached to. Okay, you have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, a painful ending, an ending of a heavy, heavy burden. This decision you must make. Yeah, it's time to walk away from whatever this is, whoever this is. Wow, I mean, it cannot be any more clear than that. Walk away, because it is not what you wished and dreamed for. There is some sort of illusion around it, okay? There is some sort of illusion around it. Wow. I am so sorry. You gotta stop. Yeah, you gotta stop. This is for you. All right, let's get something for the devil. For the attachment, the addiction, the bad habit, who is your bad habit? We've all had a bad habit in our lives. At least one. I've had a few bad habits. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have the moon. So moon is, you know, things are hidden, but it can also be illusion. So, and I really feel like in this case, it's illusion. So you're staying really, really strong, and it feels like you have an understanding of whoever or whatever this is. But there were definitely things hidden in it, right? There were things hidden from you about it. Like there was a sort of a dishonesty around whatever that is. You know, I want to get one more for the moon. I want to get one more for the moon. Yeah. Yowza. Come on. This one. Oh, that one went totally sideways. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, so you are in the energy of walking away. Okay. You're going to end this heavy burden on yourself. You're going to end this painful situation, because that's all that's left, right? When we lose ourselves in a situation or in a relationship so far that the only thing left is pain and there's no joy, you've got to make the decision, guys. And notice with this Eight of Cups, walking away and walking right back towards our wishes and our dreams. Okay. All right. So let's get one more for that end pile. Okay, that just flipped right out. So yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, you're taking action on something that's getting you back in alignment. You're moving back in alignment. And this is going to give you a new stability, okay? Because it really feels like the energy with whatever the person or situation is that you really, really, really need to let go of. That probably shook your foundation. And obviously, if you forget who you are and you are living in a cloud of confusion and self-doubt, then we don't have a stability. We don't have a solid foundation, right? We are relying on somebody or something else that is literally there to keep us confused. Okay? So once you walk away from whatever that is, whoever that is, then you can refocus on your goals, your wishes, your dreams, and you can start moving back into what it was that you wanted to begin with and take action towards it. Okay? Yeah. All right. That's your reading. I hope that gets to the right person. Someone needs to hear that right now. Hang in there. You got this. You are in your strength. Okay? But it is something that you're going to have to do. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe. Shoot it to a bestie or someone who may need it that you can think of. And I will see you soon. Bye.